Welcome to Basic Info Tales. Today we're embarking on an exciting journey to the far corners of the globe to uncover the top 5 biggest spiders in the world. These aren't your everyday house spiders, these are colossal creatures, masters of their domain, with leg spans that can reach over a foot long. These incredible arachnids stand out not only for their size, but also for their unique behaviors, survival strategies, and sometimes fearsome reputations. Stick with us as we explore these giants of the spider world in detail and discover what makes them so fascinating. Our journey begins in the humid rainforests of South America, home to the king of spiders, the Goliath Birdeater. This spider truly lives up to its name, with a leg span reaching up to 11 inches, making it the largest spider in the world by mass. Imagine coming face to face with this behemoth as it crawls out from its burrow, covered in thick hair-like structures called setae, giving it an almost prehistoric appearance. But don't let the name fool you, the Goliath Birdeater doesn't actually hunt birds for its supper. Its diet consists mainly of insects, worms, and the occasional small amphibian or reptile. They are opportunistic hunters, relying on their keen senses to detect vibrations in the ground, signaling the approach of unsuspecting prey. Once within striking distance, the Goliath Birdeater pounces with surprising speed, injecting its venom to paralyze its victim. While their venom is not deadly to humans, a bite from a Goliath Birdeater would be incredibly painful. Interestingly, these spiders have another defense mechanism. They can rub their hairs together to create a hissing sound that can be heard from up to 15 feet away, a warning to any potential predators. During the mating season, male Goliath Birdeaters perform a courtship dance, hoping to win over a female. If successful, the female will lay her eggs in a silken sack, guarding them fiercely until they hatch. The young spiderlings will then disperse, ready to carve out their own territories in the rainforest. And here's an interesting fact about the Goliath Birdeater. Despite its size and fearsome reputation, it's actually considered a delicacy in some parts of the world, roasted over an open fire and considered a protein-rich snack. Our next stop takes us to the caves and forests of Laos, where we encounter the Giant Huntsman Spider, a creature that holds the record for the longest leg span of any spider, reaching up to 12 inches. Imagine this: you're exploring a dark, humid cave, your headlamp illuminating the rocky walls, when suddenly you catch a glimpse of something moving out of the corner of your eye. As you turn your head, you're greeted by the sight of the Giant Huntsman Spider, its long, spindly legs spread wide as it clings to the cave wall. Unlike the Goliath Birdeater, the Giant Huntsman Spider doesn't spin webs to catch its prey. Instead, it relies on its incredible speed and agility to chase down its victims, which include insects, lizards, and even small bats. Their flattened bodies allow them to squeeze into narrow crevices, making them masters of hide-and-seek in their environment. When threatened, the Giant Huntsman Spider will often rear up on its hind legs, displaying its fangs in a warning posture. But despite their intimidating size and appearance, Giant Huntsman Spiders are not considered aggressive towards humans and will usually try to avoid confrontation. During mating season, males will approach females cautiously, using vibrations to signal their intentions. If the female is receptive, she will allow the male to approach and mate. After mating, the female will lay her eggs in a silken sack, which she will guard fiercely until they hatch. The young spiderlings will then disperse, embarking on their own solitary lives in the undergrowth. And here's a fascinating fact about the Giant Huntsman Spider. It's sometimes referred to as the crab spider due to the crab-like way it can move sideways. Chapter 3, Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater, a gentle giant. Our journey now takes us to the Atlantic forests of eastern Brazil, where we encounter the Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater, a spider that's as beautiful as it is large. With a leg span reaching up to 10 inches, this spider is a sight to behold, its dark brown body adorned with salmon pink hairs that give it its name. Imagine yourself trekking through the dense undergrowth of the Atlantic forest, the air thick with humidity, when you come across a clearing. There, amongst the fallen leaves, you spot the Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater. Its vibrant colors are stark contrast to the muted tones of the forest floor. Despite its size and intimidating appearance, the Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater is actually quite docile, and is even kept as a pet by some brave souls. Like the Goliath Birdeater, its diet consists mainly of insects, worms, and the occasional small vertebrate. They are ambush predators, lying in wait for their prey to wander too close before striking with lightning speed. While they possess venom, it's not considered medically significant to humans. In fact, the Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater is more likely to defend itself by flicking urticating hairs from its abdomen, which can cause irritation and discomfort to potential attackers. During mating season, males will approach females cautiously, using vibrations to signal their intentions. If the female is receptive, she will allow the male to approach and mate. After mating, the female will lay her eggs in a silken sac, which she will guard fiercely until they hatch. The young spiderlings will then disperse, embarking on their own solitary lives in the undergrowth. And here's an interesting fact about the Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater. It's one of the few tarantula species that can be kept communally, with multiple spiders sharing the same enclosure. Chapter 4. Colombian Giant Tarantula, a master of defense. Our next stop takes us to the rainforests of Colombia, where we encounter the Colombian Giant Tarantula, a spider known for its impressive size and potent venom. With a leg span reaching up to 8 inches, this spider is a formidable predator, its dark brown body covered in thick, velvety hairs. Imagine yourself venturing deep into the heart of the Colombian rainforest, the air alive with the sounds of insects and birds. As you push aside a curtain of vines, you come face to face with the Colombian Giant Tarantula, its 8 eyes gleaming in the dappled sunlight. The Colombian Giant Tarantula is a nocturnal hunter, emerging from its burrow at night to stalk its prey, which includes insects, lizards, and even small rodents. They are ambush predators, relying on their camouflage and patience to catch their meals unaware. When threatened, the Colombian Giant Tarantula will raise its front legs and bare its fangs, a display designed to intimidate potential attackers. If this fails to deter the threat, the spider will not hesitate to bite, injecting a potent venom that can cause intense pain, swelling, and muscle cramps in humans. During mating season, males will approach females cautiously, using vibrations to signal their intentions. If the female is receptive, she will allow the male to approach and mate. After mating, the female will lay her eggs in a silken sac, which she will guard fiercely until they hatch. The young spiderlings will then disperse, embarking on their own solitary lives in the undergrowth. And here's an interesting fact about the Colombian Giant Tarantula. It's one of the most popular tarantula species in the pet trade, prized for its striking appearance and docile temperament. Chapter 5. Hercules Baboon Spider, a reclusive giant. Our final stop takes us to the savannas of Africa, where we encounter the Hercules Baboon Spider, a spider shrouded in mystery and legend. With a leg span reaching up to 8 inches, this spider is a true giant, its robust body covered in dense, hair-like structures. Imagine yourself traversing the vast African savanna, the sun beating down on the golden grasslands. As you approach a clump of rocks, you notice a large silken burrow hidden amongst the stones. This is the home of the Hercules Baboon Spider, a creature rarely seen by human eyes. The Hercules Baboon Spider is a burrowing spider, spending most of its life underground, emerging only at night to hunt. They are ambush predators, lying in wait at the entrance of their burrows, their sensitive hairs detecting the vibrations of passing prey. Their diet consists mainly of insects, but they have been known to tackle larger prey such as lizards and small rodents. When threatened, the Hercules Baboon Spider will rear up on its hind legs, displaying its large, powerful fangs and emitting a hissing sound by rubbing its legs together. Their venom is considered medically significant to humans, causing intense pain, swelling, and muscle cramps. Despite their size and fearsome reputation, Hercules baboon spiders are not considered aggressive towards humans and will usually only bite in self-defense. Much about their mating habits remains a mystery, as they are rarely observed in the wild. However, it is believed that males will approach females cautiously, using vibrations to signal their intentions. If the female is receptive, she will allow the male to approach and mate. After mating, the female will lay her eggs in a silken sac, which she will guard fiercely until they hatch. The young spiderlings will then disperse, embarking on their own solitary lives in the undergrowth. And here's an interesting fact about the Hercules Baboon Spider. It's named after baboons. as it was once believed that they raided baboon nests for food. That concludes our journey through the world of the top 5 biggest spiders on Earth. From the humid rainforests of South America to the vast savannas of Africa, these creatures, with their impressive size and fascinating behaviors, remind us of the diversity and wonder of the natural world. We've seen how these spiders have adapted to their environments, developing unique hunting strategies, defense mechanisms, and reproductive behaviors. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Basic Info Tales for more exciting content.